Gather round, the story unfolds in the lands of Paramoor, where legends are told. Heroes rise with courage to spare, facing danger and foes with the bonds that they share. Through the storm and shadows blight, we wield our hearts and blades tonight. From the depths to the skies, hear the call. It's the Chronicles, we're standing tall. It's day, night, the dice will roll. Paramour's alive with tales untold. We fight, we fall, we rise once more. In the Chronicles of Paramour. Through winding woods and cavernous halls, magic and mystery echo the calls. Spooki and monsters invade, but united we stand, we're never afraid. The battle's fierce, the stakes are high, with the stars as our guide, we'll never die. Every move, every choice, it's ours to own. In Paramour, the seeds are sown. It's game, night, the dice will roll. Paramour's alive with tales untold. We fight, we fall, we rise once more. In the Chronicles of Paramour. Every map unrolled, every card we play, the spark of creation lights the way. With Tabletop Junkies, the adventure's clear. Paramour's magic pulls us near. So grab your sword, your spells, your might. Join the Chronicles, take flight. Our journey starts, what lies in store. Welcome to Paramour. It's game night, the dice will roll. Paramour's alive with tales untold. We fight, we fall, we rise once more. In the Chronicles of Paramour. Through winding woods and cavernous halls, magic and mystery echo the calls. Villains scheme and monsters invade, but united we stand, we're never afraid. Every map unrolled, every card we play, the spark of creation lights the way. With Tabletop Junkie, the adventure's clear. Paramour's magic pulls us near. So grab your sword, your spells, your gear. Paramour's magic will never die. Every move, every choice, it's ours to own. In Paramour, the seeds are sown. The Paramour.
Okay, we're not having this conversation because we are live, and we are going to be jumping into Castles and Crusades before this gets any weird of a conversation, starting with Colin.
Yes. Hi, I'm ArcherColin. I am playing Shadow Wolf, the now level 8 rogue lore master to be, seeker of knowledge, elf. Who's been home for a little while, taking a few after the disaster that struck us a few months ago from one bloody necromancer.
All right, Ironcaster, you're up.
Hi there, I'm Ironcaster. I am playing Bellafion, our beloved elvish cleric.
And Mrs. Tabletop.
I'm Mrs. Tabletop, and I am playing Angela, a human fighter.
All right, and Spartacus.
Hello, folks. I am Spartacus, and I am playing Athar the Wizard.
And Tails.
Hey guys, I am Tails, and I'm playing Aldrin the Crow.
And Guy that I'm going to run my sacred... No, I'm just kidding. Witch King.
Yeah. Yes, your favorite punching bag. Hello, it's Tobey. Everyone loves me, even though Table hates me. I'm here to have fun. I'm playing Greenie and kick-ass take names.
I said will.
Yeah, and you skipped ahead, man. I was right before you.
You know what? I don't care.
So hello, I am the Witch King of Samra, and I am playing as yet again until potentially Greenie has to kill him. Alaric Westmain, the human fighter who just lost everything, but somehow, when losing everything, he gained a magic sword.
He thinks he gained a magic sword.
I mean, I kind of did, technically.
Given
The best kind of trick.
I'm gonna
Given
tell you
that
guys
I'm
something. I'm gonna tell you guys something real quick before Colin. Let me speak. I'm gonna tell you guys how this happened. He asked for a magic sword, and I gave it to him. I'm a generous game master. Go ahead,
Bullshit.
So, I've been rewatching The Mentalist. I'm going to start calling you Red John, especially in relation to Toby's Witch King's character.
Okay.
See, Witch King, if we work our cards right, Colin's going to get us confused even more.
Yep.
All right, folks. All right. And my name is Tabletop Junkie. I'll be your host. I will also be guest starring as Tren, the halfling paladin, whose brother is Greenie, half brother to Greenie, adoptive brother anyway. And they just lost, about 6 months ago. We are now 6 months and 2 weeks into the future. They just got done about 6 months ago. They buried their mother because she was killed in a raid by an evil cleric who was summoning and using the undead for his misdeeds on taking over the world. So far, it did not work out for him at all, or did it? Who knows? We are going to open the scene up with 2 days ago. The entire party got ready to go to a festival in the capital of Evermoor. Capital city of Evermoor, which is basically called the Kingdom of Evermoor. You guys are heading to the main capital city, where there will be a nice festival. They will be announcing the cleric of the head of the church, which is a cleric of Ira. For those who don't know who Ira is actually the god of valor and honor. She is she's depicted as a human paladin. So this is actually you guys don't have to believe in Ira or really care about Ira to go to this. This is just a magnificent witness to it, because here they usually have extra sales on food. They have parties at the taverns. This is just for a relaxing, long-awaited vacation from dealing with the construction of your keep, having a bad, cooped-up winter. If I swear to God, if somebody does not remove that off the fucking screen. I swear to God.
I did not do that.
I didn't do it either.
I was on a different page altogether.
Oh, okay.
I'm looking at the character sheet, so...
I'm pretty sure it's Ironcaster, but we won't talk about that. So anyway, about 2 days ago, you guys have left. However, one of you guys, hang on. Let's discuss. How did you guys manage to leave? Tren's got a deer, but some of you guys were gifted carriages. And did any of you guys think about maybe buying some tents? Are you guys traveling in a big caravan? What's your guys' plans? You guys talk to me about how you guys are traveling and what this party looks like traveling to Evermoor.
Well, how far away is the capital of Evermoor from our keep?
Oh, I'm so glad you asked that. Not that far, actually. Here's your keep, right here, and here is Evermoor. So,
Wait, could you do that again? It wasn't on the YouTube video?
Yeah, it's on the YouTube video. I was looking for. Where is it?
Well, the fastest, normally in how the normal mode of transportation in a situation like this is normally just take the river.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, there we go.
But are we traveling with all of our citizens?
Waterways are normally the highways of the pre-industrialized age.
The river, but these are, so far you guys are around small rivers and a few small lakes. I mean, you could have taken the river, or you could have taken a horse and buggy, because you still have 8 miles from the river. Over.
Oh yes.
We'll take my wagon.
I was just gonna say is that yes, you probably do something like take horse and buggy or something like that to a town where then the river is wide enough to where small boats can be used.
Well, I mean, along the way, you guys can come across the town of Stalingard. Then you got the Pendrolin Estates, which is basically rich manors surrounded by a town. Then you got Highforge, Calandra. You could go to Redwood, or you can just skip all the way down altogether and head to Evermoor. So there's like pit stops along the way you guys can make.
Redwood.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can't go to Redwood. Redwood is under occupation right now.
Still,
How many miles are these hexes each? Each of them.
8 miles.
Okay.
Okay, so that'll. Let's see. So we could probably get across about 2 of those mountain hexes in a day. We might be able to do 3 of the woods in a day.
Probably. It's 184 miles altogether.
And what, we're just going on a whim down to this festival?
Oh,
Yeah, why are we doing that?
Well, because it's a sight to foresee. Plus, you might get an audience with the king. Remember, you guys just got a house deeded. You guys did take out an evil cleric. You guys have been recognized by the Kingdom of Evermoor, and it's a big ass party, so you're going.
Plus, 2 of the people at the party are barons.
Okay,
Yes.
fine.
Table. Would my character just stayed in Evermore with the Wizard Council during this 6-month period instead of just travel back, or?
No, because you had to oversee the construction of your you have to see the construction of your wizard's tower just outside the keep, because now you guys have your town hall is now becoming an entire estate.
Well, yeah, but an estate isn't like... It's like where one lord resides, typically.
it's a manor.
And their cohorts and their family, and yeah.
Well,
There's
in this
occupied
case,
land around them.
in this case, it's a multiple buildings, and they're giving you all credit. Deal with it.
Okay.
The next one that sasses me gets a minus 50 experience point penalty.
I wasn't sassing you. I was just pointing out that doesn't match up with history from what I understand.
I'm aware of that, but this is a game.
We are taking the wagon, so we are going.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it feels like we should take covered wagons. Maybe some people hide here and there just in case we do get ambushed. Scout ahead along the way.
Greenie can't hide.
Yeah, hold on. So no, we're paying Castles and Crusades, not Axe, so it's not quite as right.
Side tangent real quick. Does he have a greater expert great helm or a regular great helm? Because I thought I paid for the greater expert great helm.
Well, you couldn't afford the greater expert great helm.
Huh.
So you got a great helm, and then the great helms, that's just regular helm. You don't have that. But I did give you a greater expert Pavis.
Yes, I saw that. Like I said, I thought I paid for all 3 of them. I thought that was already tipped.
No. The money that you lost all only went to the Pavis.
And the okay. Means I'll just buy the great helm later.
Yes, there you go.
But it's a paved made of adamantine. I'm happy about that.
It's not made out of adamantine. You couldn't afford that either.
I thought that's what I thought.
Well, see, you thought, but then Greenie was told that would be 32,000 gold pieces, and you didn't have it.
Okay. I'll get there then.
Unless you wanted to sell off some of your property, which could have made that.
I could sell the Sword of Dragon thing.
Oh, you could have, but that may
we may
need
that. We may need that in the future.
What's this we we're talking about, okay? That's Greenie.
Yeah, when the dragons find it too, that actually executed a dragon that was being friendly. They've actually been kind of being friendly at the time. They
was
might, you
also-
might.
This is also where I point in and go, Shadow Wolf, you charmed it. Let it happen. Shut the fuck up.
No, I charmed you. I was talking to it, and you just
I
kind of
don't think
murdered it.
because he was
That's my story, and I'm
no.
sticking to it.
Okay. We're getting off topic here. You guys are taking fucking wagons and horses and your regular animals down to Evermoor. It is at least a 2.5 day journey. You spent 2 days already on the road, so you're somewhere close to. You're just outside the town, getting ready for this festival. The festival is this day. You got about a few more hours walk in as you guys wake up in the morning. We are going to cut to a person. Freaking Alaric, do you have a tent or are you just sleeping outside?
No, he has a tent.
Oh, good.
It's probably one of the nice, like, palisade tents, to be honest, if I can afford
Oh,
it.
good. That's going to cost you later, but we will. Oh, you probably afford that. Yes.
Okay, good.
We are gonna dock that out of your remaining gold or platinum, whatever that costs. So we'll just say that Alaric bought a tent. Well, you are in, sir. I hate to break this to you, but you are in your tent sleeping as the morning rooster crows.
Okay.
Sounds pretty good, right?
Yeah, except he's gonna stay in there for
except-
longer because he's fucking depressed.
Of course you're depressed. You wake up next to your wife, and she says, "What's wrong, my dear?"
He gets up off of the bed, floor, whatever, and says, "You're not real."
You find yourself at the keep.
Okay.
Here we go.
Oh no.
You find yourself at
Here
the keep,
comes the
surrounded.
flashback.
And she's like, "What do you mean I'm not real?"
This has already happened. You're dead.
What do you mean I'm dead? And as she begins saying that, tears begin rolling down her eyes.
No, please understand. And he just runs out of there. Goes to see the rest of the keep, just kind of goes about his business, but he is not dealing with this right now.
You run out of the room, and you're back in the room, and her tears turn to blood.
He starts banging on the door if it'll open.
The door opens, and you see the outside of your keep.
Okay. And do I see the fog everywhere?
The fog is nowhere. There is no fog.
Do I hear the clash of battle and metal ringing against armor in the distance?
You do not. You see your
Oh,
wife.
no.
Your wife then begins screaming for you as she begins crawling her way out of the bed and coming towards you. But you're still in the room. You're just peeking outside, and she's like, "Honey, come back." Her tears went from tears to blood. Her skin is becoming. You see her skin rotting away slowly as she has lost all color in her face. She is now pale. She looks like a dead person just coming towards you, clawing her way to you.
I'm going to run to get my sword, because I definitely keep it in the same room I'm in, where I sleep. And
As
I'm
you
going
grab-
to slash her.
As you grab your sword, you notice that somebody else is holding it, and it was the cleric that you decapitated. And he's like, "She might not be real, but I am." And you wake up in your tent next to your sword. And it is daytime.
Okay,
Oh shit!
this is not good. That is an omen if I've ever seen one.
Give me a Constitution save.
Okay. Constitution, let's...
How did your soul get become a magical
19.
event?
19, and it is true. All right, so you've gotten plenty of sleep tonight. You are not fatigued at all.
Okay. So I go out of the tent.
Do you take your sword with you?
Yes, of course.
All right. So you take out your
Oh
sword.
shit!
Who is currently up and outside of the tent as Lark emerges? Anyone can speak.
I'm assuming Greeny is, because he'd probably take the last watch.
All right. Trin is actually out hunting for some food, so that way you guys can save a little bit on trail rations. He is making Greeny breakfast.
Thirsty.
Shit. He burnt the food.
I'm doing it.
Trin is like, well, I tried to make potatoes, and this is what I got. And he hands 2 potatoes that look like it's been charcoaled and hollowed out and looks like ashes.
Damn wise Genji. I'm so disappointed in you.
Whatever happened to that halfling chef ability? Like, aren't they all supposed to be excellent cooks or something?
You know what? he's gonna whip one of those potatoes out of Lark.
I tried to dodge it.
Well, you dodged it.
Okay.
It hit your tent though, but it was still kind of hot, and your tent went up. Your tent went up.
Oh.
Yeah, was the potato on fire?
It looks like there was a little fire in it, so as soon as it splatters, suddenly the flames erupted on the inside. It just starts emerging on the inside, and yeah. So the tent is going up in flames.
The trends created.
Get water, please. Come on, let's go. That's where my armor is, guys. Let's get water. Come on.
Oh, no.
Trent's trying to bring you water, but you guys have no buckets.
Can I be honest?
What's wrong with this caravan?
Well, I mean, unfortunately,
Create water.
I think the rest of us are still asleep or something like that. So
Yes, like barely anyone's moved. It's so far the only people that said that they were up was Greeny, Tren, and then and Bello is. So Bello comes over and creates water to hose down the tent, and yeah, so far the tent has been saved. Minimal damage.
It's been drowned in 12 gallons of water.
it's slightly charred and wet.
Yep.
Woken up by the fuss.
There's only a small hole in it, actually. It turns out there's only a small hole in it.
Can it be over
You guys managed to salvage, like, most of the tent.
Is the hole right over the place where he would be sleeping?
Hang on one second, guys. We got a lot of people talking in the chat. All right, anyway, back to what we were saying.
I just simply said, is the hole right over where his head would be sleeping?
No, actually, it was right where his sword was.
Oh.
Strange on how Trent made it that far, but, you know, we're good. All right.
Woken up by Shadow Wolf was probably woken up by all the shouting.
All right, so Shadow Wolf, you are now awake, and you see that Bellafion created some water on the inside of the tent, and that they're just trying to dry out this tent that Trent threw a flaming potato into.
What? How did you make a flaming potato, Trent?
Turns out I can't cook. Yeah.
Okay.
The god has blessed my goddess has blessed me with many talents. Just cooking is not one of them. But I'm a farmer, nonetheless.
I could have told you that after years.
He's gonna throw the other one at Greeny's face.
Can Greeny catch it in his mouth and swallow?
You can try. Let me see here. Oh no, he cannot! I got a nat 20, baby. Nat 20.
Can he smudge it off his face and throw it back at him?
I will give you that, but let me see what this nat 20 does first. Okay. Because remember, there's a little flame in this potato, so this might hurt Greeny a little bit. And I totally did that on a called shot, so that's automatically getting double. Let's see here. I gotta pull up the critical hit fumble.
You take 20 fire damage.
No, he doesn't take that much.
So, spell question, guys.
Okay, he's getting 3 times as much. So Greeny takes 12 points of damage.
What the fuck?
That's what I said.
Ooh.
What did you roll?
A nat 20, and then I rolled for 3 times damage.
Why 3? I thought it was 2.
You must have put a little too much oil on that. on those
Yes,
potatoes.
but my roll was higher than double, so I took it.
So I take 10 points of damage because he's armored.
Yep, and somehow I got through your helm, your pavis, and like I went right through your like. It was an awesome toss.
That's just brotherly love.
There we go. So as soon as
A
you
lot
like,
of
brush away,
pent-up anger in
like
that.
it was weird. Like as soon as the potato smashed on your face, like you could see the flames erupt as you're wiping it away because it's all like whatever's left of that potato is turning to ash, and all you hear is "Greenie, no!" and Trent like running over to you. I am so sorry. I didn't mean to do that.
How close is he?
Pretty close.
It's okay. As I just give him a giant back-breaking bear hug. It's okay. Let's hug it out.
Oh boy, give me a strength roll.
16. It's prime.
That's how Trent died.
Okay. Yep. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it. Let me see here. Hang on just a second. Oh shit, that was just one above that. All right, give me a D4 roll.
4/roll 1d4.
Yeah, you guys want to?
4.
What
4.
What would you guys rather? What would you guys rather have prepared? Two copies of Cure Serious Wounds, or one in that geyser spell?
I
One.
I think that is something behind the scenes and left in private chat, but we're gonna leave that alone.
Well, it would be nice if anyone would answer my question.
Oh, okay.
I did.
Probably
question?
the time. Probably the ×2 cure serious wounds, but honestly, I don't know what the geyser spell does. So
That's the one I've used to basically beat 2 of our bosses.
So,
and one cure serious and
actually, you didn't get to cast it on the first one, but you got it on the second one.
No, I thought I did.
No, you didn't. You didn't cast the geyser spell on the dragon.
Oh, that's right.
So anyway, so as Greenie, as you're hugging Trent, you suddenly hear his back crack a little bit, and you're afraid you broke something.
Oh, my bad.
It's okay. It's okay, buddy. We'll be okay. I think that's enough roughhousing for a day before somebody actually gets hurt.
I agree.
Well,
I'll put them on and be like, all right, let's go.
All right. So, what is Shadow Wolf doing in this hot mess of, seeing a halfling and an orc roughhousing? Granted, they're outside, so thank God for that.
Keeping well clear for starters.
I could throw him like a javelin. I'm just saying.
What started all this, boys? What?
Throwing potatoes.
I mean,
Try the potatoes.
Yeah, throwing potatoes. That was bad.
why were you throwing potato? No.
Well,
Don't
turns out I can't cook potatoes.
On the other hand, you may have just invented a new weapon.
You ever heard of flaming yawn? Well, flaming starch.
Flame and starch.
The flame of the righteous potato, or the righteous flaming potato. And the game of
Well, you're a paladin,
invented at the same time. Okay. So in this mess, I'm assuming. All right. So 3 characters have not made it into the scene yet. That would be Angela, Athar, and Uldren. What are you? Any one of you guys can jump in. What are you guys doing after you hear all this commotion?
I get up and I said,
Probably
Go ahead.
groggishly exit my tent to see what's going on.
All right, we're gonna pass around a walking stick. I'm gonna start with Belofion.
Well, Belofion is gonna silently shake his head as he looks over the others. You realize, of course, this is so wasteful on our resources. Especially when we're out on the road, you don't know what's going to go to waste. So perhaps we should avoid wasting our precious potatoes and torching our tents.
Hey, Greenie.
Yeah.
I'll give you a potato if you can throw it at that guy for being a party
Bet.
member. All right.
And perhaps also
Just do a strength check to
avoid-
see if you can get past his armor class.
25.
Oh, all right. Well, Bellatheon took a potato to the roll a d8.
I want to go straight for his head, but all right.
For 25, I'll allow it.
Yeah.
All right. So Bellatheon took a potato to the face.
Greeny puts his fist up like he's doing a fist bump to the air, just blows it like a gun.
Next time I'm letting the tent burn.
What is my turn?
You're welcome, by the way.
I didn't do anything.
Trent looks at Green. He's like, "That was
Could we
smart.
try-
Good thing we got away with that one."
Could we try to avoid using up spellcaster's spell unnecessarily? Remember, they have to sleep to recover them, and if something happens,
How was that
Yeah, like
unnecessary?
someone
I
gets
could have
injured.
lost all of my gear.
well, yes, no, yeah, I did. That wasn't necessary. Well, I hadn't thrown dice, but
Bella's
throwing
gonna pull out
things at
a...
each other, causing injuries.
Hey, Junkie, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
You know, being this cleric who believes in the goddess of travel, wouldn't it be reasonable to assume that I should have a sewing kit?
Yes.
In that case, Bello's going to pull out his sewing kit and he's going to hand it over to our would-be chef. I believe it's time for you to make amends for some activities and learn a skill, since cooking is clearly not yours.
Dude, did you just insult me?
Yes.
All right.
Well,
Game
I would
on.
say, well,
He's
salt
gonna,
is probably...
he's gonna take it and he's gonna sew something.
The tent. As he
Right.
snaps and points.
He's taking a patch because you gave him a clothing patch with a sew, and he's gonna go sew that tent.
Good.
What a dick on it.
All right. Next, Angela wakes up to all this yelling and commotion among the entire party.
I look up and I just shake my head and I just say, "Stop acting like kids. You're grown adults."
Sure. Trent's giving you kind of like the stink eye. It's like, seriously, no one in this group is any fun.
Not when you're throwing flaming objects at things we own.
I didn't know it was flaming. I just thought it was a pile of ash, but whatever. Athar then wakes up to all the yelling.
Okay. I just kind of get out of my tent and just kind of rub my eyes, listen to to everyone arguing, and just start making my own meal.
Really? Okay. Can you cook?
That is a good question.
Give me. Let's see here. Give me a wisdom roll there, sir.
120.
Yep, 1d20 and add your wisdom. Which for Athar,
+1.
it is a +1 and it is prime.
You could also just click wisdom.
Yeah. I got a 10.
Oh, well, you failed that. Alright. Give me, sir, an intelligence check.
Okay. 5.
Jesus Christ. Alright, well, your food is way worse than what Tren turned his potatoes into. Doesn't look good. Does not taste good. Are you going to eat it?
Take a nibble at it, taste it, twist my face up, and then dump it into the fire.
Give me a constitution check.
Will you serve safe certified, sir?
$13.
13. Okay, I'll give that to you. It does not taste very good and does not make your stomach seem very settled. You do get a little nauseous at the early points of the day. Uldrin, what are you doing?
Yeah. I'd imagine that Aldrin would be cracking open some bread, just eating some of that, observing this nonsense at a slight distance, safe distance.
There is no safe distance with Greenie. You should know this.
Probably debating on the road plan, maybe scouting and looking ahead to see what we might have to encounter while we're traveling, while everyone else is acting like children.
As you scout ahead, so far you just see nothing but wide open grassland with, a few trees here and there. It doesn't look like, it looks like a nice peaceful day. Give you guys kind of a heads up on what a peaceful day is. Hang on, I'm going to cut right over to, give me 1 second. There we go. It's currently, boy, someone keeps going in and out. It's currently a nice warm day. It's not overly hot. I didn't really roll for the weather, so we're just gonna go with it's just a nice, breezy, peaceful day.
Okay.
No problems in sight.
Nice.
You might hear some noise, like as you guys get closer into the town or into the main city. You might actually hear some cheering and stuff because this is kind of a happy day.
By the way, Table, could I convert? Is it okay if I somewhat pre-buy / purchase some things?
Send me the list.
Okay.
All right. Well, anyway, we're gonna start pressing on with the adventure here. As you guys wrap up camp and begin walking, getting closer into town. Tren travels into town on his deer, which he does have. He has a deer.
Wait for me!
Does Greenie walk or does Greenie get on a horse?
I don't know if a horse can support Greenie.
Oh, there's horses that can support Greenie. Maybe a warg. We'll have to get you a warg. We'll have to get you a
That'd
trained
be cool.
warg.
Aren't wargs evil though?
They can be docile towards their master.
I shall train it to be kind.
I can fix it.
Exactly.
Wargs
Said every human right before the orc child killed him.
First off, I don't think wargs are naturally evil. I mean, they're beasts. I think they're mostly neutral.
But aren't they intelligent, magical beasts that
We're getting into Pitbull territory. Move on.
Yeah, thank you. I was about to say the same thing.
No, if anything, then he'd probably be riding the biggest horse because he needs something to support his weight because he's wearing heavy armor. He himself is heavy.
You
could be riding. You could ride a yak.
He's got a very heavy war horse.
Yeah, go with that.
Which he's gonna pay for eventually, just not today, or not on the stream. All right, I think it's Colin that we.
I like the warg idea though.
So something like a Shire horse. Those are the largest horses out there. Sorry.
All right. Moving on.
So Greenie is close behind Trin. What do we see?
Lots and lots of grass.
Cool.
Sweet.
I sent you the list, by the way, Table.
Yes, I will take a look at the list when we have a break. All right. Let's go with Belofion as he's bringing in a carriage. Is Emmy at the keep holding down the fort, or did she come with you?
I would say Emmy has probably stayed behind.
Okay.
as nice as it might have been to bring her with the festival, being a hobgoblin might cause some complications.
Possibly.
I don't know
yes.
what you're talking about.
Plus, I would like someone who I know I can trust to stay behind.
Fair enough. So you're traveling alone with you got 2 horses and a carriage, and you are in the carriage. Is anybody in the carriage with Belofion?
I am.
I'd go with him.
I guess all 3 of us are, or 4 of us.
All right, so that would be Angela, Uldren, and that'll also be Alaric.
Mm-hmm. Actually, on second thought, Alaric would ride his horse if he has one.
All right, Alaric can have a horse. We're gonna buy you a horse.
Okay.
See, we'll just subtract that out later. All right, and Shadow Wolf will probably be in the carriage right now because he is currently not here for some strange reason.
Doo-doo-doo.
Oh, you could have I don't know, have him scout ahead.
Nope, his player's missing. Somehow Shadow Wolf passed out. It's very possible he got food poisoning. We don't know how.
Trim.
I didn't do it. I cooked all my food. Blame Athar. He can't cook.
I gave up after that one time.
Neither can you.
I may not be able to cook, but at least my cooking won't kill you. Well, and the
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Yeah, I know that potato to your face was pretty epic.
You want me to crack your back again?
No, we're good. Let's keep moving.
That's what I thought.
All right. Alaric, as you are traveling, you hear a voice in your head. You're staring at the necks of Belofion and Angela, and you hear decapitation.
I expect to hear some screamo death metal music now.
I feel so relaxed. And Belofion stretches. He leans his neck over, neck fully exposed.
Okay,
How'd you
do I
guys
need
sleep?
to roll to see if that happens? Tabletop.
You don't need to roll to see if it happens. It happens.
Okay, good. Oh no.
But you're still hearing the voice in your head. Decapitation.
I'm gonna ignore that voice as best I can.
I will allow that for this round, or for this scene. But how is it making you feel though? The know that you're seeing that, and you hear your heart thumping in your head at the same time. It's like all the blood from your entire body is leaving your body and going straight to your brain.
Oh, I thought you said it was going somewhere else.
That would be an entirely different campaign.
The
Not
thought
this-
of decapitating elves.
Okay. Let's get back on track here. So, how is Alaric feeling?
Alaric is kind of freaking out, but he's trying to keep quiet about it as best he can.
So you got
Any of us
sweat.
be able to notice he
so you
looks a little weird?
No one notices.
Okay.
All right. Give me a wisdom roll.
Okay. 14, false.
Oh shit. So you're not feeling so good. You feel kind of dizzy.
I don't feel so good, Mr. Stark.
You got sweat pouring down your face. It looks like you got running tears. Uldren is in the back with you. Uldren, you are noticing that Alaric's got sweat and tears coming down his face, and that he keeps adjusting his armor around his. It's like he's having a hard time breathing. He keeps grabbing his chest.
Could I use like wisdom maybe to like check up on him or something?
Give me
See
an
how he's
intelligence
doing?
roll.
All right. Oops. 22.
Oh shit. Okay, that. So you don't know for sure because you're not necessarily a doctor, but you notice that as you put your hand on Uldren's forehead, or not Uldren's forehead, as Uldren is putting his hand on Alaric's forehead, he's doing more than just sweating. He's radiating heat from his body. It's almost like he's running a fever.
So I'm going to point this out to him, like put my hand on his back and look him in the eye, like lean over and look in his face and explain this, that he is currently on fire. Oh, nope, I didn't update my inventory, so I have nothing to give him healish-wise and things, so I gotta remember to do that after this session, so...
You are carrying some water on you, that you can make sure that he drinks and stay hydrated until you guys make it into Evermoor.
Yeah, and then I'll talk to our group's healer about that.
All right.
Alaric is struggling to stay on his horse, I imagine.
Oh, I thought you were in the back of the carriage.
No, remember, he was on his horse. He switched to being on his horse. Remember?
Yeah.
Well. He started falling off his horse. Uldren took you into the carriage then, and put you down because it looks like your horse was going off a track.
Well, I don't want to put anyone down. I'm not a party killer.
You're laying him down for safekeeping because if not, he's gonna fall off his horse and get trampled by two hooves of his horse. That's gonna take some damage, and then we're all gonna leave him there. And then we're gonna leave him there.
Damn. Fate is a cruel bitch.
It is. So you get him into the carriage.
Yeah, I'll just dab him down with a rag, check on him, see how he's doing. Offer a little prayer for his health.
Meanwhile, you hooked up his horse to the back of the carriage as it was moving because you're just that talented. Give me a dexterity roll. Let's see how nimble you are.
Okay. Dexterity roll. 24.
And it's true. Holy crap! Yeah, you was able to pull his horse over, and without leaving the carriage, you managed to get to the back of the carriage, tie his horse, get him in. And you did all this as quietly as possible. Nobody noticed.
Okay. But would I be able to make like a wisdom check or insight check of some sort into his potential condition? Like maybe he can get some food, or someone's cooking for breakfast was bad, or
not at this time.
Okay.
All right. So as you guys are traveling more and more in. You guys do begin seeing the gate. You see the gate and the entrance to Evermoor. You see the gate is open with a few soldiers sitting outside the city entrance with spears. They are wearing tabards of red and blue with a ship on the front of them. Beyond the gate, you see a narrow street leading further into the city. However, it is definitely choked out with a lot of people in it. It is like congested and cluttered with people. Most dressed in their best clothes. Some are wearing brightly colored outfits. You do see some jugglers, which are basically looking like old style jesters with like the hat, and people got clown faces. You see people eating fire and spitting out, like going off, showing off like some of their skills. You see in acrobatics. You see a lot of stuff. There's even people singing, and there's drums, and there is a lot of noise coming from the city. However, before you make it into the city, you hear the words, "Halt! Do you wish to enter the city?" Shouts a guard that approaches you as he stops the caravan.
Yeah.
Well, that will be 8 silver apiece for each person.
Can Athar have a identification kind of mark or something like that he can show that shows that he is part of the Wizards Council? Or
Actually, because the Wizards Councils are direct, you are a direct citizen, so they recognize you already. Cool. However, they don't recognize Shadowwolf, they don't recognize Bellafion, Angela, Tren. They don't recognize Uldren or Alaric as that because not everyone lives inside the city.
So do they recognize then?
What's up?
Do they recognize Greenie then?
They recognize him as an orc and has heard his stories from Redwood, but he is not recognized as a citizen, so to enter, you must pay 8 silver.
he also, but he has proof of baronship, so he would have proof of baronship. Would he not be able to prove that he's a citizen?
Baronship does not make you a citizen. It just gives you high-ranking status to speak with high-ranking political figures in Evermoor.
Thought that made you a noble.
May make you noble, but doesn't make you necessarily citizen.
Yeah, because you could be like silver. You could be like president of Uganda, but you're not a citizen of Africa.
Okay, I thought we were in our home country.
The fee is only 8 silver. I don't see what the issue is.
Oh no,
I'll pay for everyone's entrance.
You're a citizen of the kingdom, but you are not a citizen of the city.
I get it. I will pay for my entrance to the city.
All right. Meanwhile, however, they don't see a lark. Actually, I don't think they are going to see a lark because a lark is in the carriage. Do you guys smuggle him in?
I'll pay for his 8 silver.
Okay. All right. All right. We'll get the payment there. So each of you guys pay 8 silver, and they said, however, we need everyone to surrender any weapons that is not a dagger.
What?
Yes. Nothing bigger than daggers allowed in this city right at this time, given the fact that some of the high-ranking nobles and even King Byron VIII himself is going to make an appearance at this festival.
Is Athar exempt from this because of his citizenship as well as his membership to the White Council?
You're going to need an escort to remove your stuff from the city right now because of the festival.
Okay. Do I at least get to keep my stuff?
Like what stuff? Like what?
My staff.
Oh yeah, you get. Yes, the staff is not considered a weapon. It
Okay,
can use as a
I
weapon, but it's not considered a weapon. They're mainly looking for long swords, short swords, spears, Becta Corbins.
Fuck you.
Both. Very well.
Walking stick, would you?
After Athar shows his proof of citizenship to the city, he then unstraps his longsword off and hands it over to the guard.
All right. So as you guys are giving over your weapons,
Nope.
Greenie, what? Wait, what?
Can't do that.
So the guards are like, either give us the weapons for safekeeping, which you can collect as soon as you leave, or you can't gain entrance into the city. Come on, Greenie. It's not like you'll need them. Oh, by the way, your gauntlets don't count.
But I have no other weapon. I'm feeling.
Greenie, it's okay. Just think of it this way. There's going to be plenty of fake wooden swords inside that you can use to beat over someone's head if they piss you off.
I don't need a wooden sword. For that.
We'll be inside of a town, so I don't think you'll have much need for weapons.
Trent actually hands over his sword.
There's a dinner knife at every pub.
I hand over mine.
I feel like Greenie's crying right now.
Not crying, but he's like, I don't trust it. Me, no weapon, an orc alone in a city? I don't trust this. It feels like a fucking trap.
Well, Greenie, if you just stick close with one of us, you'll be fine.
You'll be fine, buddy. Come on. Just give up your Becta Corbins. You don't need both of them anyway.
They're so pretty.
Gorfang right now is communicating with you, going, Greenie, don't give me up to them. Don't give me up to them, Greenie.
Can't do it. Can I like pay extra to get escorted? I can't do it. They're against my religion.
Okay, listen, we try to appeal to everyone's religion in the city, but we're gonna have to ask for those weapons from you. We can't let you in. There's no exceptions. Right now there's high-ranking officials out there. If we try to make this an exception, everyone else is going to want us to make an exception. They're going to pay extra to get in, even if we set a price. It's just going to be total hell. So I'll tell you what, we will keep them right over here in this tent, and we'll seal the tent off. I promise you, I got 4 guards in it. No one's going to steal them.
Wouldn't it be more of a shack next to the guardhouse?
Do you guys have a fighting pit? I could be a gladiator.
The next
I could-
suggestion gets a minus 100 experience points taken out.
Oh, I was going to say about pickpocketing. I'm just passing this stuff to the guard.
Oh, okay, never mind. Wait, who are you pickpocketing?
Greeny, just passing his stuff to the guard, just getting the process over with so we can get in already.
Give me a dexterity roll.
Okay.
And Greeny has to give me a wisdom roll.
17 primed.
Okay, so Greeny's going to have to roll... Wisdom is false.
8.
He's going to have to roll 18 plus 5, so 24. And you got 8. Oh, yeah. You have not... you have not figured it out yet, but but Gorfang has already been... Gorfang and your other Bectacorbin you've been carrying on you has already been given to the guards. You've been disarmed.
Question.
I'm like
Would-
12 feet ahead, by the way. Just kept walking after I did that.
Question: would Gorfang be able to tell Greeny that he's been separated?
So what?
With you receiving an 8, no, you just stopped hearing his voice. That's all.
Greeny wasn't the one that handed Gorfang over anyway, so what's the problem?
There's a problem.
All right, so Uldren is getting ready to enter the city with the caravan, and the caravan keeps moving, and Greeny has none of his weapons on him. How's Greeny functioning right now? I mean, you haven't noticed that they started moving. You just keep talking. You're talking right now, but you're not realizing that you're not talking to anybody.
Well, he probably realized he normally carries his shield and Becca Corbin in hand. He probably realized my hand's empty. What the fuck happened?
Yeah, actually, by that time you realize you're already in the city.
The fuck did you all do?
Traveler's
Right.
tea, you're not supposed to drink it.
Why am I currently expecting Greeny to turn around and say, pity the fool that tries to take my weapons from me?
Well, it's not a matter of try. It happened. It's been done, and you guys are already in the city, walking the streets of Evermoor. Oh, and by the way, as you guys handed over all the weapons, they said "Welcome to Evermoor." As Greeny kept talking about why he can't give over his weapons, and the guard was just sitting there like, "Is that orc still talking?"
Does he have ADHD?
Possibly.
Maybe.
However, they did not find Alark's sword.
Bullshit.
Yeah, he was laying on it.
And nobody remembered Alark's sword.
Can Greedy ask for a dagger? He's like, I feel naked. I need something.
This is railroading, sir. I protest.
Is what?
You want Alaric to kill someone.
Okay, all right. You know what? You are right. You know what? Here it is, Alaric. I'm going to give you this roll. Here we go, buddy.
Okay.
Oh, what did you do?
We
All
want,
right.
we want a reason to exercise your sword.
Well, while
All
you're
right.
doing that, can you ask the party, like, I feel naked. I need a dagger. Somebody borrow a dagger.
I give him
Yeah.
my great dagger.
What was that?
All right.
I give him my great dagger, my greater expert dagger.
Thank you.
All right. Give me a
Yeah,
wisdom
we're
roll.
running about 7.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. 11. That's a failure.
Oh yeah, massively. All right. So you can. So if you want to give up your sword and realize that you are in the city and not feeling sick anymore, you can. There's only one
she's
more
sick.
option you can do. You can sacrifice 1d4 points of intelligence.
No. I already have 11 intelligence. I'm not doing it.
Why is he in the back of the wagon? I missed about 5 minutes because my computer was playing silly buggers.
He started. His horse started going off, and he started falling off his horse and looking very, very sick. Potential food poisoning.
Okay.
When
Okay.
it was really his swords talking to him, telling him to decapitate his friends.
I'm
We need
going
to
to keep the sword in the carriage, but I will, if I need it, I'll come and hold it. Otherwise, I'm going to party again.
You guys, as you
Oh, wait, that
guys
was
are
a
going
different
through,
game.
as you guys are going through the streets, you guys see people dancing. You see fresh grilled meats. Wine is being served everywhere. People are chanting, ringing bells, and all of a sudden, you guys hear a guy goes, "The procession is coming! The procession is coming!" And you guys are stopped in the middle of the streets as a parade is coming through. You see multiple men carrying a chair, and in the chair is a person dressed in all white, wearing the noble holy symbol of Era. And you hear everyone saying, "Is that the new? Is that the new head cleric of Era?" Yes, his name is Lucius. And representing Lucius is Lady Mag of the Torrin family. The Torrin family is a noble family that actually helped Evermoor get on their feet with a lot of the economy, and we will actually get a little bit more into that later, especially if you guys want to explore that. But you guys watch as you guys hear, see these people coming down, and you hear a man go, "Fool, do you think you Taurens think you own the streets?" And they start throwing stuff at the lady, and there is like another person comes out and says, "There is space for all without ape-like behavior." And all of a sudden, people are starting to scream and jostle as you guys are in the streets. Your horses and Trent's deer is beginning to freak out. As you guys are hearing this, you guys then hear guards say, "Out of the way for the procession of Lucius." And then somebody else goes, "That old fool, you make me laugh." And then suddenly a fight begins breaking out.
Oh shit! See, this is why I wanted my weapon.
But it's just a fight with fruit and tomatoes.
I want to join in.
You want to join in? Do you have any fruit on you?
I can just
Can I
reach
do
in
we'll
the
do
phone and
that.
throw it random.
Procession?
Wait, what?
Can I join the guards? Because I have a fucking Avis. Just no.
You can. So, you actually, but the unfortunate part is, you have to give me a strength roll to see if you can get through the crowd with your Pavis, because unfortunately, there's very little walk room. It's mostly shoulder to shoulder.
31.
For 31, you blast right through the crowd, and you get to around where Lady Mag is. And you begin shielding her, and then they've been bringing Lucius down, and you are walking towards. They tell you, keep walking straight, and you guide them all the way to the city, or all the way to the church. But while that's going on, Uldrin, go ahead and throw me something. Give me a dexterity roll.
Okay. Just reach into a stall, grab like a random banana, and just or something. 14.
Well, as one guy was saying, as one guy was talking, he's like, "There's an orc protecting possession," and all of a sudden, that banana went into the guy's mouth in the wrong angle.
Good. Good.
Are we all on foot at the moment?
And
He ate the banana the long way.
and all you hear is someone choking.
Yeah! Throw more fruit! Just like shout.
Well, we are going to begin. It's getting to become nightfall, as you guys need to look for an inn that isn't full. Unfortunately, there's a lot of people outside the town. But you guys do come across one inn in the city, and it is called, let's see, does this inn have a name? Actually, I didn't give it a name. You come to it, and it's we're gonna call it the
Rusty Spoon.
There we go, the Rusty Spoon. I like that. You guys come across the Rusty Spoon, and it's a nice sized tavern. It actually looks like it's a little upscale, but yeah.
This being the capital, is there an embassy?
Like what kind of embassy?
Like from the elves? It's a separate nation?
Yeah, but you have to there is an embassy, but it's actually in the royal palace. Because you have noticed that some of the guards are actually elven guards, and they wear not only the colors of Evermoor, but they each wear a house clan of Elfheim. They are known as the Elven Honor Guard that was actually gifted from Elfheim to help protect the King of Evermoor.
Interesting.
It's part of your guys' peace treaty, which you already knew about.
Excellent. Do any of them by any chance belong to Clan Liam, yeah?
Let me see. Some of them, yes. They're not part of your party, but they're part of a different party.
I'll say I might well simply greet them and make appropriate signs, since I may well. I would suspect that I would have some sort of clan identification, clan colours or something.
Oh yeah. All right. So, you guys made it into the end. What do you guys do?
Does this inn have a place for me to park my carriage?
It does. And actually, to stable, because of the festival and because of being so full, they are going to have everyone stable. It's going to be 5 gold pieces per animal, and that service comes to not just the stables and the shelter, but the feed as well. And they actually help supply for the animals while you're staying. And the charge for staying at the inn will be 1 gold piece a night.
It's a nice inn.
Okay, so that's 10 for me, not counting. Is there anything for the wagon itself?
No, actually, they give you a space for that. No, that's part of the part of the fee.
Question: I'm assuming you join the party after escorting people to the church.
What's up? Oh, yes, you've already done that. This is a few hours later after you guys arrive.
Making sure.
Yep, it's kind of hard to get through the city right now, because there's a lot of people coming from all over the place. A lot of people from Calandra, High Forge. There's even people here from Reisendorf, the Penhaldrollen Estates, Fort Gawley. There's people from the Keep north of you. There's people from all over. There's even people. You probably see dwarves from Garudan. You've probably seen elves from Elfheim and some of the some of their neighboring towns and villages.
Greenie's in a room and go to bed. I'm saying that because I have to go. So.
Okay, that's fine. All right. So since you have a horse and whatnot, that'll just be 6 gold pieces a night. So that we'll subtract that out later. But
I'll
you have a good day, and thanks for coming.
Of course. Sorry.
See you later, pal.
Yep.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All
Cheers.
right. What is everybody else doing as you guys are at the end?
Well, Alaric, I mean, how is he doing with being away from his sword?
Give me a wisdom roll.
This is not going to go well.
No, it's not.
Oh, wow, 25.
All right. Yep, and it's false, but we're going to let that go. You're doing magnificently fine. You don't hear the sword's voice in your head anymore.
Awesome.
And as a matter of
I'm
fact,
going to enjoy the...
Do you know that the sword's talking to you?
I think he does, but
Give me a
maybe he
wisdom
doesn't... Well, yeah, I don't know if he believes it or not.
Give me a wisdom roll. Let's see.
17, that is also a failure.
Okay, no, you think you don't know what that voice is coming from, but you're not hearing it, so you feel a lot.
Yeah, that's... I don't know, I was feeling sick earlier. Let's go and join the parties.
So you guys make it into the tavern, and it's kind of a rowdy bunch. There's even someone singing. There's a lot of people, getting up on stage and singing. So, what do you guys do at the tavern? Oh, and since Trina's gone, Tren has decided to retire for the night after he gets a plate of food.
Alaric is gonna drink a lot.
Since you probably feel like it.
Yeah.
Are you sure you should be drinking all that much after you were unwell, Alaric?
I'm fine now. Don't worry about it.
Well, you got you got 3 mugs of ale, and you just guzzled them all down.
This wasn't so much a drowning in ale. This was a deluge.
Give me a constitution roll.
Okay. Oh wow, that's a 17. That's true.
All right, you're not drunk. You're feeling just fine.
I'm gonna get a plate of food, then go lay down for the night.
All right. So they're serving ribs with like some type of special like type of sauce blend that the chef's been making. So everyone's eating ribs, potatoes, and bread tonight with ale and wine.
Hell yeah!
What's Bello doing?
Bello's going to be getting some simple tea with his food.
All right. There is some. Look at this guy. Look at this righteous man drinking tea like he's a fine man. So the guy comes over. He's like, "Come on, man, it's a party. Don't tell me elves don't know how to party. I see those ears."
Elves certainly know how to party. Hang on.
And so does that person in the background. While we're waiting on that, what is Athar doing?
I'll just probably go visit the White Council, the academy and the temple and everything.
Right at this point, you're unable to gain entry. It's
Okay,
probably because of the crowdedness of the city. That's all.
Okay, then I'll retire to my room.
All right. So we got Trend's down, Greenie's down, Angela's down. Alaric is, getting hammered while eating. What is Uldren doing?
I am going to see if anyone has, what is the term, any tells or giveaways that they may belong to my sect to speak with them about our matters.
Give me a wisdom roll.
14.
14, and it's false. Hang on one second. I know you have enhanced senses for listening. Yep, you do not see anyone from your guild that is currently here.
Okay, then I'm just going to partake in the festivities, go out, dance, just do what everyone else is doing.
What is Shadow Wolf doing?
Pretty much the same, I think. Just taking in the atmosphere and enjoying the festivities. Not
right.
Drinking over much because I know I'm not a good drinker. And
yeah. All right. And is Bello back yet?
Yes.
Okay. What's Bello? We'll finish up what Bello is doing here real quick before I start making you all do some rolls.
So Bello's gonna turn. So I'm assuming. Where are we sitting? Was he able to get a booth, or is he at the bar, or where?
You're at a table talking to a drunk patron. You're at like all the tables are kind of like weird, like they're big, and he comes, "Come on, elf, why don't you have a drink with me? It's a festival."
I'm quite content with my tea. I've had a long, hard day on the road, and I want to be able to unwind and relax in a rather settling manner.
So this drunk patron drinks all of his ale in his glass, and he slams it down. And he says, "I get that," and he passes out. He falls back.
Bello, before he passes out, Bello just kind of reaches out with one finger, just kind of pokes him back as he falls back in the chair.
Ah, there he goes. And that way he doesn't land on you. All right. Well, as you guys sit down and have a great time of partying and whatnot, I am going to need Uldren and Alaric give me Constitution saves.
Okay. 18.
14.
Well, Uldren manages to get drunk about halfway through the night and passes out somewhere. Where does Uldren go pass out at?
I feel like in his state of mind with how he thinks about things, in his drunken state, Uldren would walk contemplating life and fate and make his way to a nearby temple to again appreciate the cycle of life. So he's probably out in a temple or on the way there.
You actually make it to the Temple of Ira. and you fall asleep on the doorstep.
Perfect.
Alaric actually outdrinks everyone in the tavern. He himself has drank over 15 mugs of ale and did not once get drunk.
Bring on more!
Unfortunately, it's time for everyone to go to bed, and everyone is in their room. And where do you? And give me a wisdom roll.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Okay. 12. That's a failure.
Well, you decided not to buy a room. You fell asleep in the carriage, hugging.
But they don't have some people sleeping in the fireplace.
No, you do, but for some reason you don't know why. But you're spooning with your sword. In secret, nobody knows.
Keep it away from that head, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh dear.
And
hopefully it's when I'm doing this.
Okay, spooning might have not been the right word. I thought it was funny, but really you're cuddling with your sword while it's in its sheath. And it's safely, people.
Okay.
He's wearing protection. Okay, good.
Yep, someone's wearing the sheets anyway.
Oh my god. All right, we are going to stop
it.
All right, we're done. We're gonna stop the adventure right there, and we're gonna pick up next session.
Okay.
That was just the start of the adventure. You guys are gonna be in town for at least a day or two because this is actually a week-long festival.
Oh wow!
We just got done with opening day. We have 6 days left of this festival. So, given that, we are gonna just cut it off right here and pick up again next week, which is gonna be freaking awesome. So before we go, last words from everybody. Colin, any last words?
Hope you all enjoyed this little session, guys, and we'll see you next week for more Castles and Crusades partying at the Pope's inauguration. Sorry, at the inauguration of some senior cleric or other.
All right. And Ironcaster, sorry. I blinked.
Hey, yeah, no problem. Same time next week, same chaos. Maybe we'll actually get through one more day.
All right, Mrs. Tabletop.
Thanks for listening and watching, and come back next week to see what happens.
Yes, that will be the important part. And then, Spartacus. I'm sorry, no one heard me. Yes, that'll be important. And, Spartacus.
Thanks for joining us, everyone, and hope to see you around next week.
All right, and, Tails.
Thanks for stopping in. Hope you guys enjoyed the chaos and the fun, and let's prepare ourselves for more next week.
Yes.
And Witch King.
Yes, hello, I am the Witch King Summer. I hope you enjoyed the session, including all of my interjections that made people talk crazy and screwed over the players, because I'm a GM as well, and I like to give ideas to GMs.
Hey man, I'm just trying to keep things interesting.
But you can catch me on... actually, I don't know if it's happening this anytime soon, but I do typically play in T-shirt historians, tabletop role-playing games on Sundays, and the alternating Sundays are typically run by Rimjit. He runs a whole host of games, which he is currently going through his shelves and running each game at least once. Which, as he's a game designer, it's quite a few. Anyways, that's all I'll say.
And my name is Tabletop Junkie. Thank you for tuning in. I'd like to actually think real quick. See if I can bring it up. I don't think I can. I cannot. We actually had a new subscriber named Alan. Thank you for joining the my channel. For those who haven't, please like and subscribe to my channel. I am trying to build more here, and we're just going to keep going. So join us next Friday for another exciting adventure of Castles and Crusades, Chronicles of Paramoor, The Shadows over Evermoor. Is it over Evermoor or in Evermoor? I cannot remember, but I'm going to figure that out after the stream. So you guys have a great night, and we will see you next week.
Bye all.
Sitting around the table, setting up for the fable. Friends all around you, you have no clue. What will be in store for you? What monsters you will fight? What will you see? Who will you save? What will you find? What will you play? Assassins are stealthy, and now the jubble. Barbarians are daring and aggressive. Arts can sing and seduce your waitress. Roll the dice to hit, roll the dice to search, roll the dice to win, roll the dice to bring your might. Monsters slain, people might complain, which is all in vain due to the game. With their faith, druids live in nature. Fighters defend the cities, all while illusionists entice crowds. Knights are soldiers with honor, monks are brotherhoods for the land. Paladins serve good for gods, while rangers live in the wilds. Roll the dice to hit, roll the dice to search, roll the dice to win, roll the dice to bring your might. Rogues are thieves in the shadows, while wizards practice in secret. Who are you? Human, dwarf, gnome, halfling, elf, or half-bloods? Roll the dice on Friday nights, come in and fight on these tables. Bring your A game and proceed with the story.